Welcome to Remote Operation tutorial. Here we will learn about guidelines for operating the remote. Let's begin. Okay, so on the remote we have the power button to turn the remote on and off. So when you press the power button, the power light will turn on, indicating that the remote is on. Then we have some LEDs, which we will see in a bit. Then we have the start-stop button to start and stop the cycle. Okay, so here is the Lybot sync error. It's this LED here, which will be green, and it indicates that the connection to the Lybot is interrupted or disconnected. So this will turn on when the cycle is running and suddenly it stops communicating with the remote. Then this light will turn on, indicating that the communication or the connection has been interrupted. Okay, next is the sensor sync error. Okay, this is for the older units which have a separate sensor module. It indicates a broken connection between the remote and sensor module. Okay, next is the battery low indicator, which indicates that the remote needs to be kept for charging as soon as possible. To avoid interruptions during the running cycle, charge twice a week for at least 5 to 6 hours. Okay, next is the critical indicator, which indicates that a major issue has occurred in the Lybot and needs technical support. Whenever you see this light on, call Solaris Service Center and inform them about the situation of the unit. Okay. Next is the status LED green. This indicates that the machine is ready to be flashed. This green light turns on after the cycle selection has been done. Okay. Next is the status LED with red light indicator, which indicates that some sort of motion was detected during a running cycle, such as opening of a door or a person walking or standing between the remote and the door, or even if the remote was moved from its place, then this light will turn on, indicating that there is some kind of motion error. Now, when this error occurs, the Lybot will stop flashing immediately as a safety concern. Okay, let's move on to checking connectivity. But first, we have to use the right remote. Check the serial number on the machine and on the remote. If they don't match, then it's not the right remote. So make sure that your serial number on the back of the machine on this plate, which I'm pointing here, and here on the remote matches. Okay, after that, we'll have to turn on the machine and wait until the LCD displays the screen. Once the LCD displays the screen, we'll have to click on continue. Okay, so this brings us to the login page. Now notice here that these two symbols are black. So we'll turn on the remote and wait for a few seconds, usually only 2 or 3 seconds. But after that, this symbol will appear, indicating that the remote connection has been established with the Lybot. Also, we have one more indication that says that this connection has been established with the cloud. So this symbol is a cloud connectivity and this symbol is a remote connectivity. So when these two symbols are appeared, then it means that the cloud connection or the remote connection has been properly established. But to make sure that we have a proper remote connection, we'll go to the user login and enter the username as mentioned here. Then enter the password as mentioned here. Then enter the room number. Then select any room type. Then we only want to select a short cycle. And then once we confirm the length of the cycle, then after you do proceed, the light should be green. So this status light will turn green. As soon as you press proceed, the status light will turn green. That's an indication that a proper connection has been established. Okay, the final check for the connection. So we have we have to press and hold the start button for 3 seconds to start the cycle. So we'll press and hold for 3 seconds and then release. As soon as you release, the head will start lifting and the cycle will start. But don't worry, it won't flash because this is a testing cycle. So the head will start lifting and the status LED will start blinking. Once the head is lifted and it tries to go to the left, press and hold the start button again for 3 seconds and release it to stop the cycle. Once you do that, the status LED will turn off and the head will come to the center and park itself. Okay, so call Solaris Service Center if any error indication light is observed while operating the machine, especially the critical error indication.